Okay, so you're out on the golf course and you've got a long way, a long distance to the green. Most people just pull out their 3-wood or their hybrid and they swing away hoping for the best. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about what type of strategy should you employ when you're faced with that long shot into the green. Also, one quick tip on how better to swing those longer clubs if you do decide to go for the green. All right, we're talking about hitting a long second shot into a green. And a lot of times this happens because we missed our first shot. So number one, whatever situation we're in, we're going to try to make the best of that situation going forward. We're not going to be, determined that we have to try to save a par by being a hero. So if there's no way I can possibly reach the green, then I'm not going to just hit my longest club hoping to get as close as possible. Because a lot of times when you hit your longest club off the fairway, you can hit a disastrous shot, hit a ball out of bounds, and then you're in a situation where you very well could have made a bogey, and you end up putting yourself in a situation where you're making a 7 or you're making an 8, putting big numbers in your card, and that's going to kill your game. All right. So first off is, how far out can you even reach the green? If you can't reach the green, then what you want to do is you want to think of playing the hole backwards. Say, hey, I like my 100-yard shot. So if I'm 270 out, let's just hit it 170. Let's hit whatever club gets us to 170, provided that there's a safe landing area up there. Okay. Now we're in a situation where we can theoretically reach the green. So I'm 221 out. I've got a hybrid club here. This is about a 4-iron replacement. So for me, I can go ahead and I can reach that green. All right. But what I want to do is I want to make sure if I miss it, will I be okay? There's no water in front. There's no water left, there's no water right. It's a fairly wide open area up there. The only hazards are really bunkers. So this is a situation where, yes, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to reach the green with this club. This is a decision, by the way, that I will make before I ever get to the golf course. So I would have rules in place of what's the longest club that I think I can hit off the fairway and hit a decent shot that's not going to get me in trouble 90% of the time. And that might be a 6-iron, that might be a 7-iron. And if for you that's what you're gonna hit, then that's okay. All right, but for me, this is a green light. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and I'm gonna hit my hybrid up there. So let's talk a little bit about some tips for hitting a good hybrid shot into a green. All right in the middle of the fairway, that's good. So I've got a fairway shot with my hybrid. If this ball was in the rough and it was very, very light rough, like something we call a flyer lie, something where it's just kind of a fluffy lie and the ball is teed up just a little bit, that's still going to be a green light situation for using a hybrid, or a fairway wood. If my ball is in heavy rough and it's sitting down, well, now we're in a situation where Tiger Woods couldn't hit a real good 3-wood out of a ball that's in heavy rough sitting down. So then we would do away with the thought of hitting a hybrid or a fairway wood, and we would simply just wedge out to the fairway. But in this situation here, we've got a pretty good setup. So I'm going to first off make sure I go through my routine, get behind my ball and eye up my target here, get a good line of where we're going. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to position the ball, a little bit more forward in my stance than I would for an iron. Okay. And then the other thing I want to always remember is this, and this is something we talk about in our schools. If you were swinging a flag stick, a really long 7-foot flag stick, you would make a swing where it's heavy and long. You'd probably have a very smooth, relaxed, kind of a slow swing, but the end of that flag stick would be moving very fast. Yet when we get to the longer clubs in our bag, people get really, really quick and they get fast with them. So I want you to just remember that the longer the club is, the more club head speed you're going to get. When you're using a club like a hybrid or a 3-wood, it's got a really low center of gravity to help the ball get in the air. So we don't have to really work too hard to do that. So as we're hitting these hybrid shots or these fairway wood shots, we're going to let that club swing. We're going to make sure we finish our swing and be relaxed. And you should be relaxed because you've already decided and you know that this is a shot you can pull off without getting into trouble at least 90% of the time. So I'll go through that quick routine one more time and we'll hit the shot. Okay, so that's up there. It's cutting a little bit to the right. and I'm in the fairway, not the fairway bunker, the greenside bunker just to the right of the green, but that's okay. So, you know, remember, when you're hitting those long second shots in, first thing is have a plan in place. Have a commitment before you get to the golf course of how long of a club you're going to play in any type of a situation. And if you've got water around the green, that might be a 7-iron, might be the longest club that you're going to hit into a green with real trouble. Number two, when you get to the golf course, you know, you get in the situation, leave your ego out of it. Don't feel like you have to reach every par 4 and 2. Sometimes, based on the tee shot you hit, you may be better off laying up on purpose. And then the third thing is, go through your routine, have confidence in what you're doing, make sure the lie does work for you, and the longer the club is, the smoother you should swing. All right, I hope you found that video helpful. I hope that the next time you've got that long shot into the green, you have a better idea how to play that shot. If you like the video, let us know by leaving a comment.